pay structure can be defined as a collection of wage grades, bands, or levels within an organization. For each type of possible pay structure, there are a variety of different methods for deciding on and separating employee pay, providing a framework to pay progression and reward strategies. The general objectives of a pay structure are therefore to align your reward strategy with your business strategy, to help ensure fairness and equity within your organization, to develop clear processes for effectively managing pay, and to enable staff to understand how pay is managed within the organization and what pay opportunities are available to them. Now, let's identify the issues in the development of a pay structure. Number 1, the legal requirements. Number 2, the market forces. Number 3, organization's goals. And number 4, the pay level, the job structure, and the pay structure decisions. Equal employment opportunity states that employers must not base differences in pay on an employee's age, sex, race, or other protected status. Any differences in pay must be tied to such business-related considerations such as job responsibilities and performance. It shall provide equal pay for equal work, and that two employees who do the same job cannot be paid different wages because of gender, race, or age. The lowest amount that an employer may pay under federal or state law stated as an amount of pay per hour is called minimum wage. The Labor Code of the Philippines establishes the minimum wage and requirements for overtime pay and child labor. The normal work hours should not exceed 8 hours a day based on Article 83 of the Labor Code of the Philippines. Overtime pay refers to the additional compensation payable to an employee for services or work rendered beyond the normal 8 hours of work. This shall apply to all employees except for exempt employees. This will vary if the overtime is rendered during a rest day, a regular day, or a special day between the period 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. of the following day. Who are these so-called exempt employees? These include the government employees, the managerial employees and officers and the members of the managerial staff, the field officers, the members of the family of the employer who are dependent on him for support, domestic helpers, and the persons in the personal service of another, and employers who are paid in results, as determined by the Secretary of the Department of Labor and Employment and appropriate regulations. Article 86 of the Labor Code or Presidential Decree No. 442 provides that every employee shall be paid a night shift differential of not less than 10% of his regular wage for each hour of work performed between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. of the following day. Shown in the slides are the computation for overtime pay, for ordinary day, for rest day and special day, for rest day which falls on a special day, for regular holiday, and for rest day which falls on a regular holiday. Act No. 9231 is the legal requirements for pay for child labor. It is an act providing for the elimination of the worst forms of child labor and affording stronger protection for the working child. Amending for this purpose Republic Act No. 7610 as amended, otherwise known as the Special Protection of Children Against Child Abuse, Exploitation, and Discrimination Act. Another issue in the development of a pay structure is economic influences in pay. This includes two markets, the product and the labor markets. The product market includes organizations that offer competing goods and services. Organizations compete on quality, service, and price. Cost of labor is a significant part of the organization's cost. On the other hand, on labor markets, Organizations compete to obtain human resources. Competing for labor establishes a minimum organizations must pay to hire an employee for a particular job. There is also an issue on employees' judgments about pay fairness. Employees compare their pay and contributions against three yardsticks. First, what they think employees in other organizations earn for doing the same job. Second, what they think other employees holding different jobs within the organization earn for doing work at the same time or different levels. And number three, what they think other employees in the organizations earn for doing the same job as theirs. In continuation, if employees conclude that they are underrewarded, they are likely to make up the difference in one of three ways. First, they might put forth less effort. Second, they might find a way to increase their outcomes. And third, they might withdraw. Employees' beliefs about fairness also influence their willingness to accept transfers and promotions. Since we have already discussed the issues in the establishment of a pay structure, let us now go to the steps in its establishment. First is job evaluation. Job evaluation is an administrative procedure for measuring the relative internal worth of the organization's jobs. This shall have compensable factors, the characteristics of a job that the organization values and chooses to pay for, which includes the experience, the education, the complexity, the working conditions, and the responsibility. Another step in the establishment of a pay structure is pay level. We shall have three scenarios in deciding what to pay. First, pay at the rate set by the market. Second, pay at a rate above the market. And third, pay at a rate below the market. We shall also gather information about market pay. This can be done through benchmarking, pay surveys, trade and industry groups, professional groups, Bureau of Labor Statistics, Society for Human Resource Management, and World at Work. One of the few steps in the establishment of a job structure is by defining the key job. Key jobs are relatively stable content and are common among many organizations. Organizations can make the process of creating the job structure and the pay structure more practical by defining key jobs. Research for creating the job structure is limited to the key jobs that play a significant role in the organization. Next step are pay rates. Organization obtains pay survey data for its key jobs. Pay policy line is then established. Pay rates for non-key jobs are then determined. The next step is the pay ranges. Pay ranges are a set of possible pay rates defined by a minimum, a maximum, and midpoint of pay for employees holding a particular job or a job within a particular pay grade. There are two types of pay ranges. The red circle rate is a pay at a rate that falls above the pay range for the job, and the green circle rate is a pay at a rate that falls below the pay range of a particular job. This is the summary of the establishment of a pay structure. We shall start in job evaluation, then the creation of a job structure. We also have to define the key jobs, then the pay survey data. Also, the establishment of a pay policy line. Next are pay rates. We shall then add the pay grades. Next are pay ranges. These will result for the establishment of the pay structure of an organization. There are two alternatives to job-based pay. Number one is delayering. This is reducing the number of levels in the organization's job structure. More assignments are combined into a single layer. These broader groupings are called broad bands. More emphasis on acquiring experience rather than promotions. Another alternative for job-based pay is a skill-based pay system. Pay structures that set pay according to the employee's levels of skills or knowledge and what they are capable of doing. This is appropriate in organizations where changing technology requires employees to continually widen and deepen their knowledge. Pay structure represents the organization's policy. However, what the organization actually does may be different. The HR department should compare actual pay to the pay structure, making sure that policies and practices match. Comp ratio is a common way to do this. So what is a comp ratio? Comp ratio or CR is the ratio of the average pay to the midpoint of the pay range. If the average is equal to the midpoint, CR is 1. If CR is greater than 1, the average pay is above the midpoint. If CR is less than 1, the average pay is below the midpoint. An example on how to solve the comp ratio is shown on screen. To summarize, organizations make decisions to define a job structure or relative pay for different jobs within the organization. Organizations must also establish pay levels or the average pay for the different jobs. These decisions are based on the organization's goals, market data, legal requirements, and principles of fairness. Together, job structure and pay level establish a pay structure policy. To meet the standard of equal employment opportunity, employers must provide equal pay for equal work, regardless of an employee's age, race, sex, or other protected data. Differences in pay must relate to the factors such as a person's qualifications for the different levels of pay.
I'm Ed Michelangelo de Rubil, and I am going to discuss the topic on recognizing employee contributions with pay. So, employee recognition is not just about making people feel good. Okay, so it has a significant impact on key business metrics, including engagement, retention, and productivity. So, lack of recognition is the third most common reason employees leave their job. So, have you had this experience? Or have you seen someone left your offices because of lack of recognition? So, this is why employee recognition is very important. So cash matters in people's lives, but it's not all that matters. What really matters in the workplace is helping employees feel appreciated. That is from Ashley V. Williams from Harvard Business School Assistant Professor. So, samples on how we give recognition and appreciation to our employees. First, we have exciting incentive programs or bonuses. So we could have small bonuses, spot bonuses. These are small monetary rewards frequently given on the spot by one colleague to another in recognition of a valuable contribution. Say for example, you are given a task and the boss was happy with that one and give you immediate bonus on top of your work. So that is one example of small bonuses or spot bonuses. Next, we have competition. So seeing how others are performing can be fun and motivate employees to work harder. Yes, it is normal in the offices or different agencies or where you work that competition makes everyone better. However, also competition may be unrewarding to some. Next, we have team-based incentive program. This encourages teamwork and enhance collaboration. It also improves work ethics and teamwork skills. One example could be in a marketing group wherein you are assigned to sell a product, and as a team, you need to reach a quota. And once you reach quota, you will have team-based incentives. Next, awarding the winning team or individuals with a monetary bonus. So definitely this shows value and appreciation to the employees. It could be an Employee of the Year award or the best employee for this month. So next, we also have personalized prizes. So personalized prizes could be, this could recognize employees in ways that would present, that are individual to them. So it could be asking them for feedback on how they would like to be appreciated. And this one shows that the employers care about their preferences. Also, it could motivate employees to improve by knowing that they are working toward a reward. Okay? So, when an employee reaches a milestone or accomplishment, offer him or her a list of choices for recognition. Okay? So, I think especially when someone retires, I have seen this personally. Usually head of offices offer something to as an outgoing present to an employee. So this could very well explain as an example of personalized prizes. Next, we have performance bonuses. These are very common to, of course, government agencies since we prepare our IPCR or our individual performance rating. Okay, so these are regularly scheduled cash awards that reflect employee success. And companies generally pay for performance bonuses when employees contribute directly to their financial success and growth. And annual or quarterly performance bonuses are a popular way to track employee performance goals and reward top performers. So definitely, this just goes to say that when you are recognized to have a good performance, bonuses can come as a reward, to that great performance. Okay, so we also have merit-based raises. So a great compensation incentive, especially when a company wants to focus on long-term employee retention. Yes. So it could also be based on performance reviews and meeting certain benchmarks. And it could also reward employees with long-term salary growth. So it is a great incentive actually, because it's like grading your performance for a certain time, But of course, the company wants to focus on keeping you as an employee, as their employee. Okay. So these are very good samples on the recognition and appreciation. Okay. Next, we also have profit sharing. Profit sharing. These are very familiar to businesses. They share the profit. Okay. So it also refers to a profitable company distributing some of its revenue to employees. Yes, it is also a popular incentive technique amongst startups who may not be cash flow positive. And of course, it also allows employers to reward employees with the results of their work by giving out higher bonuses when the company makes more profit. That is also profit sharing. And we also have gain sharing plans. This is a type of incentive where employees receive cash compensation as a result of increased productivity in one or more areas, such as customer service, content creation, increased production. So we should be creative with recognizing our employees. Each and every company is different. So of course, we could take one size fits all approach to recognizing employees, or we could have different employees might appreciate different ways to be recognized. So actually, since employees, as human as they are, as we are very unique. So one way is being creative with on how to recognize our employees. So by celebrating their accomplishments together, we strengthen relationships. And of course, those relationships will make the employers and employee successful in a long-term basis. That ends my report, and the next topic will be providing employee benefits. Thank you.
Okay, let's continue. The next topic is about providing employee benefit. Employee benefits are holidays, vacation, retirement, and healthcare. In holidays, we have national regular holidays, special holidays per year, and in vacation, we have vacation leave plus 1 day every year starting third year of service, and convertible to cash at the end of the year. We have 18 days maximum of vacation leave. In retirement, we have 100% funded by the company, calculated at 1 month's base salary per year of service based on employees' latest basic rate upon normal retirement. Early retirement available to 10 years of service equal to 50% of normal retirement benefit. Healthcare provides a comprehensive healthcare coverage for employees and eligible dependents. In healthcare, we have dental. Under dental, we have visiting dentist in the factory, rendering unlimited dental consultations, unlimited simple extractions, permanent and temporary fillings, and others. We have also outpatient medicine reimbursement. Company reimburse expenses for outpatient and medicines for employees and dependents following the local guidelines. Approval of reimbursements require submission of prescriptions and official receipts. And also we have maternity grant. Maternity grant monetary assistance is provided to regular female employees and legal spouse of male employees for miscarriage, home delivery, normal delivery, and for cesarean. We have also other leaves, no? We have sick leave, expanded maternity leave, paternity leave, bereavement leave. In sick leave, we have 12 days for the first 2 years of service, an additional 1 day every year, starting on the third year. Maximum total sick leave is 15 days. All unused leave are convertible to cash at the end of the year. In expanded maternity leave, we have 105 days of paid maternity leave. And paternity leave, we have all married male employees are eligible for 7 working days up to 4 childbirth, including miscarriage of legitimate spouse, to be availed in 60 days from delivery or miscarriage. We have also bereavement leave. We have 3 days upon applicable to immediate family member, which includes the employee's children, parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, spouse, and parents-in-law. We have also solo parent leave, calamity leave, Magna Carta for women, or special leave for victims of BAUSI. In solo parent, we have 7 working days. Calamity leave, we have 2 days leave for employees who are affected by flood, fire, and typhoon, must be suspended by the government proclamation or may be declared by the company. In Magna Carta, we have 60 calendar days leave. This is given to all female employees who underwent surgery caused by gynecological disorder and who have rendered at least 6 months continuous aggregate employment service for the last 12 months prior to surgery. And the leave for victims, we have 10 days leave benefits shall cover the days that the women employee has to attend the medical and legal concerns. The usage of the 10-day leave shall be at the option of the women employee. In the event that the leave benefit is not availed of, it shall not be converted into cash and shall not be cumulative. And we have also disability and life insurance. Employee life insurance is 100% funded by the company, provides insurance benefits the employee's designated beneficiary in the event of disability, terminal, critical illness, and death due to illness or accident. Life insurance benefit limit, we have 26 times monthly base salary based on the employee's latest basic rate. Accident, death, and disability benefit limit, we have 24 times monthly base salary based on the employee's latest basic rate. Total permanent disability benefit limit, we have 26 times monthly base salary on the employee's latest basic rate. We have terminal illness benefit limit, we have 50% of life, maximum of 3.5 million. Critical illness benefit, we have 60% of life, maximum of 1 million. Burial benefit is 7.5% of life, maximum of 100,000. We have also other benefits. We have 13 month, which is equivalent to 1 month pay to all eligible employees, provided that they work for the least 1 month during calendar year. We have also major bonus equivalent to maximum half month base pay to all probationary and regular employees. Rise allowance, rise subsidy to all regular and probationary employees and credited to their payroll account every 30th of the month. Meal subsidy, a meal allowance to partially cover daily meals expenses. An employee must have rendered a minimum number of hours per day to get full or half meal credit. Tuition fee subsidy given to the regular and probationary employees every April. Global Educational Opportunities Program provides reimbursement of duly approved educational expenses upon satisfactory completion of the course, provided that the degree or course taken is relevant to the employee's present or prospective job assignment. Maximum reimbursement per term is 10,000. We have Kapatulong Club, cash assistance provided to the employee or TC members only for death of immediate dependents and during calamity. The company matches the contribution of employees through the Kapatulong program, which is administered through salary reduction. Attendance bonus, a monetary incentive given to all regular and probationary employees who are job grade 8 and below, and all technicians. Associate must have perfect attendance in 1 month with no tardiness under time or an excused absence. Prolonged sickness or PSL benefits. Benefit afforded to employees who are suffering from certain medical or surgical conditions, warranting a recuperation period of additional 60 days maximum after the 120 SSS sickness benefit. The condition may include but not limited to chronic ailments requiring at least 1 month of treatment, whether through hospitalization or outpatient basis. Major operative procedures such as, but not limited to, general and specialized surgeries and major gynecological operation. Obstetrical surgical procedures such as cesarean section are not included under the benefit. Post-injury condition which warrant long recuperation period. We have also loyalty token. Employees are recognized for their loyal and dedicated service to the company for every 5 years of continuous service by the way of gift check or token, plus back of appreciation during the service and award ceremony. And this ends my presentation, and thank you.